Breaking news overnight out of Thailand. A construction crane fell into a moving passenger train, and that caused a fiery derailment. At least 29 people have been killed, dozens more are hurt. The derailment occurred on a part of planned high-speed rail project that eventually will connect China with much of Southeast Asia.
The next thing the Lord said to me is that we are now going to see train accidents entering the chat. He said that now, as it is, the only train accident that I know about really is one that happened in Texas. I think perhaps a lot of months ago. So much has happened this year. But he said that you will now start to have a noticeable uptick in train accidents. And he said in head-on collisions, especially where the trains are going to move off of their correct track, right? They're going to move off of their correct track. He said, or the rail is going to shift when it's not supposed to. So trains have this straight thing, but then they seem to have another curved thing whereby the train is going straight and then the track can curve and then the train will curve with it. So Yah says the train will either move off of its correct track, which means I guess it might jump somehow strangely. That could be a dimensional shift, right? Because the wicked that don't have bodies like us, I don't think people sometimes know how large a demon can be. A demon can be large enough that its two legs will just form an arch that a whole train can go through. And if something is standing like that and a train could go through it without even knowing, then that thing could just reach down like a toy and pick it up and in a blip of time put it somewhere else. And the people won't know. So the train will move off of its correct track, or it could naturally jump the track if that's something that happens, or the track rail running straight could suddenly and without warning shift, whereby in two trains that are supposed to be running in opposite directions, passing each other peacefully to Amtrak, one of them will experience a track shift and come directly and hit the other one. So he said head-on collisions, especially as there are things that affect the track rails of the trains when they're not supposed to. And he said trains that are supposed to run parallel to each other but opposite directions are going to meet head-on. And he says this is interference. That's all it is. Spiritual misgauging and interference. And I spoke in the earlier prophecy that the misgauging, the interference that God was speaking about is going to affect car GPSs. The car is going to tell you turn left, and immediately you turn left, it's going to be the oncoming lane for where the tanker trucks come. And that is the end of you. You've never been to that town before. You don't know that there's a dedicated tanker truck lane. The GPS knows because Siri is a demon. That's all she is.
อุปกรณ์เคลื่อนย้ายลงไป
อันนี้คือพอแล้ว